Well, the Rockford region is back among the nation's hottest housing markets. Realtors and buyers are looking beyond the Chicago suburbs, and one lakeside community is seeing that demand firsthand. Madeline Korzeniewski shows us why one state-line community is drawing their attention.
I think that the Chicago suburbs have always been attracted to Candlewick, even more so now.
For some buyers, lakefront living is a goal. That small property not too close, but not too far from home, especially for buyers coming from Chicago.
There is a demand for new construction homes, and not just any new construction home, like quality new construction at an affordable price.
Builder Chad Cariolich says the price for those homes is just right for buyers. According to Realtor.com, the median list price for houses in Winnebago, Boone, and Ogle counties climbed to about $250,000 in June, and they only sit on the market for a couple of weeks.
A lot of people used to fear moving out here because there really wasn't anything around. Right now there's gas stations, restaurants, fast food, all right outside the communities.
But that's not all homeowners want. A space for hobbies also sits high on their wish list, according to Realtor Michelle Huber.
I think that Candlewick Lake has always been a desirable place, maybe a little bit underrated because people don't know all about it. There is a really, really good, strong sense of community here.
Cariolich and Huber would know something about that. Both of them chose Candlewick Lake for their own homes, relocating from the Chicago suburbs.
Building homes is what worked in every other market when they needed to balance out. So by building new construction, we are helping balance out the inventory that we have been lacking for so long.
In Poplar Grove, I'm Madeline Korzeniewski.
Well, Realtor.com says Rockford has remained among the nation's hottest housing markets for several months, with demand continuing to outpace the supply of available homes.